Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to talk about trauma kits for your kids at school. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to discuss trauma kits, especially for kids to be able to take to school. It's kind of the theme of this video in the wake of recent school shootings that's happened and things like that. I felt it was important to do a refresher video. I've discussed this numerous times. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube about this type stuff. But I wanted to be just a refresher about what we do as a family. So a lot of these school districts, not a lot, but some of these school districts have taken it upon themselves to equip their faculty and staff at these schools with, it's called Stop the Bleed kits. And but some of them have not. And our school district, to my knowledge, has not done that. I discussed it with a school board member. They were kind of excited about talking about it, and it kind of just went away, I don't think it ever happened. So at the end of the day, we always talk about personal responsibility for you and your family, taking personal responsibility, right? So a couple of things that you can do. I discussed it in a video that I've uploaded earlier. Backpack, bulletproof backpack inserts. So this one has one and this one has one. That's something that you can add as a layer of protection for your child, and that's one thing. The next thing is to have some kind of trauma kit. My son started carrying a trauma kit to school a couple years ago. Felt comfortable enough to do it after we discussed it. This is a basic trauma kit. It's not a boo-boo kit. It doesn't have band-aids in it, anything like that. And it is, you're going to have a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of training. That information is on the internet. Look for it, how to use these items, understand these items. They're not rocket science. You don't have to be some, doctor or anything like that. This is basic stuff that, if taught correctly, can be utilized. Also, trauma kits can help save someone just by having the kit. Maybe one of the teachers there knows good first aid, but they don't have the equipment, okay? So we're at least equipping one child with some equipment, your own child, with some of this equipment. So with that said, I am going to show you a few things I'm going to have in my Amazon store that I'll have a link to down below. There'll be a section in that store called trauma kit for like school kids or something like that. Be easy to find. I'll have some basic stuff that you'll need to buy. You can put together this kit. I did not buy this kit together. I decided to put it together myself, so it was not a complete kit. I just bought the pack, bought everything I needed, and I'm going to show you that. So again, backpack inserts for backpacks to help there, and then the trauma kit itself. You'll need some kind of way to carry it. We just bought one of these. It literally can hang right here on his backpack like that, or you can put it on the inside. He had one teacher last year, I think. I don't even think he had this patch on it, which is obviously just a simple Red Cross, first aid type notification patch. He had one teacher ask, "Hey, what's in that pack?" And he said it is a first aid trauma kit, and they said, "Oh, okay," and that was it. So we're not going to put anything sharp or scissors or anything that can get them in trouble. Even so, they do use scissors at school, so even if you wanted to use some of the trauma shears with the blunt tips, probably be okay in most cases. He doesn't have them, but that's okay. We're just going with what we have here. So you want something simple and easy to open. This one you just undo there. It has Velcro. Open it up like this. This one's dirty from him having it out and about. So first thing you're going to need is have something that's easy to get a hold of. I've taken a piece of dummy cord or 550 cord and duct taped it to this, and we're going to pull it out because I want it to be easy. This is a tourniquet. This is one of the SWAT T tourniquets, and right there it says SWAT T tourniquet. They have them in different colors. This one happens to be black, and it has these little notches all the way around it. Right there's one, there's one. That's where you tear it open. So you got to have a tourniquet is the first thing you're going to need. Second thing you're going to need is some type of stop the bleeding, quick clot, something like that. This right here is the quick clot gauze that you can stuff in a wound. Okay, this is for stuffing wounds. This would be, chest, things like that. This right here would be extremities, arms, legs, what have you. That's how you'd stop the bleeding. Again, that training is on the internet. It's all around. There's a guy on the internet called Skinny Medic. Check him out. He also sells kits. He may have something you could buy just directly from him. And he's also got a little bit of training on his site, also on his YouTube page. Next thing you're going to need is chest seals. This right here stops you from getting tension pneumothorax, which would cause your lungs to fill up, and then it would start pressing on organs, cause you to die. This right here is to stop gunshot wounds to the chest and back. You need 2 of them, and the reason you need 2 of them, if you have, this one actually has, I think 2 per pack. Yeah, twin pack. So this has 2 in it already in 1 pack. So I've got double in here. He doesn't really need double, but just in case it fits, and we stuck them in here. Okay, so you'll need to put one of these over the bullet wound on the front, and if it's a through and through all the way through to out the back, you need to put one front and back. Okay, that'll stop air from getting in the chest cavity. That's what these are for. Okay, so then I've got a pair, I've got this is the NARS Response compressed gauze. This, again, plugging up holes. That's what this is for. This is 4.1 yards in length. That's 4.5 inches wide. Again, just plugging holes is what this is used for, to stop the bleeding, for someone to bleed out. A lot of times these bullet wounds, if you're not injured to the point of death upon impact of the bullet, usually it's a bleeding out situation. You want to stop the bleed, as they say. Something like this. So that's it. That's all you have, basic. So, and again, teaching your kids how to use this stuff is important. Just a basic few little things here. There's not a lot of fancy stuff. I don't have a nasopharyngeal tube in here. Felt like that was a little too technical for someone his age to try using. I don't have a decompression needle in here. Anything like that would be a little dangerous or risky for them to try using. Again, this right here is under best case scenario, be able to just stop the bleeding and so forth with these basic things. Also keep in mind, some kids have bad accidents, whether it be a bus accident, it could be, where they've got a break in a bone that actually protrudes and tears an artery, things like that, just from a bad fall. Even on injury on a football field or something could be that bad. Somebody fall off some bleachers, whatever. This right here, this type kit could actually help with that. It all fits nice and neat back in this pack, just like this. Again, it's one of those things, I hate having these type videos or feel like it's necessary to even do these videos. But unfortunately, in this day and time, I felt like, it needs to be discussed. It's one of those things that people don't like to talk about but need to talk about with their kids sometimes, or we as adults need to talk about. It's kind of the elephant in the room, the school shooting situation or whatever. But we take these kind of packs with us, especially out and about. Now I keep one with me all the time, but like if we're going to a theme park, a zoo, something like that, one of these kits would be with us as we're inside that area. So just anyway, like guys said, be prepared. Help your child survive something like that if all possible. This right here could help save a life. Again, could save your child directly. It could save a friend, a classmate, whatever the case. And this right here is something that you may want to consider as parents, adding to something for your kids to take with them to school. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. If you got any experience with something like this, would like to chime in and give a little advice or anything like that, be sure to do that. I will say this. I would not make an announcement. Have your kid, just tell them not to announce that they have bulletproof inserts and trauma kits with them. Just kind of out of sight, out of mind. Tell them not to make a big deal about it in front of kids or teachers or anything. It's not that you're trying to hide anything, but sometimes people get the wrong idea, or sometimes it's just none of their business until it needs to be, right? So, it's not something that my child tries hiding, but we decided that it's best for him not to talk about it. Because sometimes kids can even take that a little weird, like, oh, he's a weirdo or something like that. And kids, as teenagers, go through a lot with stuff like that, with just growing up, and kids taking stuff different and treating other kids different because of something they did or didn't do. So anyway, we decided to keep it private. He does keep this on his backpack right here. Nobody's really said anything. The bulletproof insert itself, that's not discussed at all with his friends or teachers or anybody. He knows it's there. If he gets in a pinch and needs it, it is there for them. But that's your choice as a family how to kind of handle that. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.